Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Take Control Tuesdays, where you learn to take control of your diet, your weight, and your health. I'm Trisha Mandis, and today we're going to answer the question, should you go nuts over nuts? Nuts are a highly nutritious food filled with calcium, potassium, magnesium, fiber, and the list goes on. However, you need to watch your booty when you eat these foods, because if you don't, your booty and your belly are going to continue to grow. So why is that? Well, nuts are really high in calories and they're really high in fat. So let's take an example. If you have half a cup of oil roasted peanuts, this small volume of food right here is 424 calories. That is a lot of calories and not a lot of food to make your stomach feel filled up and full. Not only is it high in calories, but it has 37 grams of fat in this small cup. And some of that is saturated fat. There's 5.5 grams of saturated fat in this small volume of food. So let's take almonds, for example. 414 calories. There's 35.5 grams of fat, 2.5 grams of saturated fat. So 77% of the calories from this food are coming from fat, and that is a lot. Not ideal if you're trying to maintain a healthy weight or lose weight or reverse heart disease or type 2 diabetes. So what do you do if you still want to eat nuts, enjoy the health benefits of nuts, but you don't want your booty and your belly to expand like me? So this is the general rule of thumb. If you are healthy, if you don't have to omit nuts, because some people will have to omit nuts, like those with severe heart disease. If you're really trying to lose a lot of weight, it's best to omit them. Or if you're trying to halt or reverse type 2 diabetes, it's best to get the nuts out of the diet. Plant-based intervention studies that show excellent results and great adherence all have nuts and seeds out of the diet. However, if you are like me and you don't need to omit nuts, this is the general rule. We're going to use them as condiments. So what does using nuts and seeds as condiments look like? It looks like sprinkling a few on a salad, ideally not dropping them on the floor, or putting a few on top of your oatmeal in the morning, or adding a few tablespoons of nuts in a big batch of food that you're cooking, and the rest of the foods are what you're going to be filling up on. Now, to put this into perspective, a half a cup of oil roasted peanuts, for that amount of food, I could eat 2.5 large sweet potatoes, and I'd be getting so much less fat, but I'd be filling up on a starchier whole food that doesn't have the abundance of fat in it, and I'm going to feel fuller a lot longer throughout the day than if I would just eat a half a cup of nuts. I'm going to want to eat more later. I'm going to get hungrier later, and that's how you can easily eat too many calories. So for example, I used to work with students with behavioral differences and teach students how to eat whole plant-based foods. And one of my coworkers was trying to lose weight, and she knew almonds were healthy for her, but she would sit at her computer and she would snack on almonds all day long. Like, almonds were her healthy snack. And I would hear her say, why aren't I losing weight? I'm not losing weight. And it wasn't my place to say anything. So I don't want you to make the same mistake. I don't want that to happen to you as well. So from now on, the general rule, nuts and seeds are for condiments, or they're omitted from the diet if you have heart disease, diabetes, or trying to lose a lot of weight. So that's it for today. Now, every week I'm challenging you and providing you with an action step, because I want to help you implement this information into your daily life. So every week I'm going to be asking you a question, and part of fulfilling that question and helping you implement it in your life is answering the question and writing your answer in the comments section below. So today, what I want to hear from you is, how did you used to eat nuts in the past? Were you someone who would snack on a bowl of nuts at a party? Because they can be quite deceptive. You can have thousands of calories in one bowl of nuts. So were you someone who would snack there, or were you snack at them at work all day long? And the second question I want you to answer is, how are you going to change how you eat nuts? What are you going to do now that you've watched this video? So thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, and I really hope that you did, please share it with your friends. Have them sign up at trishamandis.com or like me on Facebook. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.